Hope everyone's doing well. My name is EQ, aka the Certified Gem Hunter, and welcome to Stonkaholics. Now we're going to wrap up this trio of videos, hence the same close in the last 3 videos. We're filming them back to back to back. If you didn't catch them early through our Discord group, happy to have you on the last video. On this one we're going to be covering Atari Token. Yes, from the Atari. That's been underlooked and had been underperformed in the last couple months. So it's about time we talk about it. Now before we get into this hidden gem, if you could drop a like on this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you want to come check out our Crypto Accelerator program, that'd be greatly appreciated. We also have early bird tickets on sale to Miami Crypto Expo, which is going to be from November 10th to the 12th in Miami, Florida. If you can't make it to Miami for that event, we do have Metaverse tickets that are on sale, so you can attend the event through the Metaverse and catch some of the keynote speakers, like for example the co-founder of Tether. I'm also going to be teaching a workshop there, so if you want to check out my workshop, make sure to grab one of those tickets. And without further ado, let's get the intro rolling. Atari Token, or ATRI, is currently ranked 597th on CoinMarketCap. You're sitting at around 5 cents a token, a market cap of 43 million, which is pretty low, a max supply of 7 billion, and a total supply of 2 billion, which means that it's deflationary and finite. There's a circulating supply right now of 886 million, which is 11% of the max supply. Now, one good thing to see through Atari Token is that they do have multiple contracts, so the bridge is successful. They have Ethereum, Binance, Phantom, and Polygon. That's great to see. That means you're going to be able to acquire Atari through all of these ecosystems, or you probably already can. Fantastic. That's one of the first things you want to see off the bat. Another thing that grabs my attention, that because it's a Atari Token, is the gambling tag, which means that they're probably going to be invested in some sort of gambling, which is great to see. Now looking at the long term, which we'll peek at later, we did see a nice little pop up to around 70 cents or so in May before we dropped off the map again, and we have not moved since, but that's a good thing to see. We've seen some minor spikes in volume, but nothing big yet. But these are the ones you want to look for and to start accumulating before they absolutely explode, especially at a market cap of 43 million in a project like Atari. They could just be waiting for a massive release and they just don't have any marketing behind it at the moment. But let's dig into it a little bit deeper. Now, how do we know that it's the actual Atari? This is Atari.com. You can see right off the bat the first thing they mention after Centipede is going to be Atari and Zed. So if you know Zed Run, that means that Atari is working with them. And right here, the Atari Token, click here to find out more. This is on their homepage, and you also have a Litecoin Atari. This is all on Atari.com. Now, if you go to Atari Chain, you'll be able to learn about their actual token. So much more than video games. They're building a token that will power the future of interactive entertainment industry. So they're aiming far and beyond the video game industry, and this is Atari, so there's a lot of money behind it. Now, the Atari token itself is an ERC20 token that's based on Ethereum, but it also has bridges to the other ecosystems. If you want to go through their white paper, you can. It is very extensive and explains a lot of what's going on. It's a decentralized crypto that was created to become the token of reference for the interactive entertainment industry. The goal is to have the Atari token used as widely as possible across the interactive entertainment industry, which allows for developers and publishers new options for the explanation of their products, exploitation of their products, integration of smart contracts, protection of in-game assets, and so much more. So you have smart contract security, since each transaction is stored on a distributed ledger. Tampering with the recorded history of minting new tokens from thin air to manipulate value is impossible. There's liquidity, so they intend to list the Atari token on as many exchanges as possible, allowing token holders to easily make exchanges for other currencies. The choice of platforms will depend on different criteria, such as regulations, safety, and volume of transactions. They aim to enable the other developers to easily integrate the Atari token in their games and blockchain-based applications. That's another big one. If you can make Atari token easily integratable into other games, huge. Skills matter. Working on innovative games in which you can stake tokens against other players, the best player wins the prize. Pretty epic. And this is a long-term plan, and they will continue to develop their portfolio of use cases in accordance with applicable regulations. Stay tuned for more. Here's some of the tools. They have the Atari portal to buy Atari Chain. They have smart contracts, smart wallets, a decentralized exchange. There's a lot of news that's coming out about the Atari token. Some of their partners really quick. You have Enjin, Game Taco, Litecoin Foundation, Native Gaming, Rockstar Games, Robot Cash, Ultra, which is UOS, Wax, Amica Brands, Bitcoin.com Exchange, Chain Games. So there's a lot of people that are involved. Again, this is another one that has a lot of institutional backing behind it. It's everything that you want to see from a project, especially considering that it's Atari. They have a lot of money behind it, and they've already been a successful company in the past. So who knows what they're doing behind the scenes and who they're adding to make this project really, really successful. This is one that I'm using a DCA strategy to get into. I have been accumulating for a little while. I do like this project long term, and I think their vision is great. So what you're looking at right now is going to be their one-page white paper. This is going to break down their tokenomics, their use cases, the senders, the roadmaps, everything like that. How the money is going to be moving, how it's going to be allocated, where it's going to be allocated. So if you want to dive into this a little bit deeper, make sure you do that. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. This is all entertainment purposes only, so use your due diligence when trading and make sure to trade at your own risk. Last but not least, we're going to be going over the chart. As you can see, we've been relatively flatlined since around June 26th. We haven't moved up. We have seen a couple spikes here and there, but it has been relatively flatlined. Now keep in mind the volume has significantly increased here, so that would show to me that we have been accumulating. So as you can see, we moved up. There really was no volume. We kind of moved up with Bitcoin, and when we dumped off and had the sell-off, there was absolutely no volume behind the sell-off. And since then, volume has been increasing and increasing and increasing. So I think there's just been a massive accumulation going on. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks or months, we might see this pop up to the all-time high, which is around 80 cents. So you're talking about a 20x move just to retest the all-time high for Atari Token, which is great. Again, this is a really low market cap gem. So if you want to learn more about projects like this, make sure to check out our Crypto Accelerator program. So this is going to wrap up our video on Atari. If you didn't get a chance to before, make sure to throw a like on this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our Crypto Accelerator programs if you want to get access to our VIP Discord, to our Academy, to our Stockbot, anything like that. And if you want to buy tickets to the Miami Crypto Experience, we still have early bird tickets available. The link is going to be in the description and the bio of this video and in the comments as well. So make sure to take advantage of those tickets because they are limited time only, and they're going to be cheaper than what you can get them for on the website right now. So I'd highly recommend taking advantage of those early bird tickets, and hopefully you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening depending on where you're watching this in the world, and we'll catch you on the next one.